You know, one of the biggest media tools on earth, on earth is wild. I don't mean on earth, yeah. But one of the biggest media tools in this country is the movies. Literally, nobody watches the news anymore. When I was growing up, 9 p.m., my father would watch news. And all of us would watch some version of it because as a child, you're not really taking in news seriously as something happening around you. What I know I used to like was NTA Newsline every Sunday because that one they're telling stories of people, documentary style. So that was interesting to watch. But aside that, Monday to Saturday, my dad used to call it network. He wants to watch network. He doesn't even call it news. And then there are other variations. Some of you, your parents are obsessed with CNN, others, channels. But anybody that is 30 years and under now, I even dare say 35 and under now, we don't care about watching news from the mainstream media anymore. And it's because we get the information like that. We don't have to wait until night for them to tell us what happened today. With smartphones in our hands, everything that is happening, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha is on Instagram, is everywhere. And other countries like America use this. They still find a way to boycott is the wrong word. They still find a way to, I honestly want to say Colombia, but I want to honestly force myself to find a proper English word. They find a way to influence the social media and the news that the general population or the masses listen to. The multimedia you consume, they find a way to infiltrate it to pass the message that they want to pass for the good of the nation, as they put it. Other countries do that, and I'm talking in the West, US, Canada, the likes of them. And they do it through all forms of media. So the influencers on TikTok and Instagram, to the ones on Twitter, to the ones on YouTube, and then majorly the movies. And why the movies? Because it's probably the easiest way to push a propaganda to a nation. Why is it the easiest way? This is what I think. Everybody has interests. Certain people like watching Instagram for the entertainment that people like Pella and Jarvis and Portable give them. Other people watch Instagram just to check on their mates and their folks, the ones who create content. What are they doing? Other people watch Instagram for the people that they are following, that are fanning, not necessarily noise media, but people who provide value, but it's just those people they are following. And if you are a government, these are different industries. These are different niches online. And you will have to now get the front runner of content creation in each niche and find a way to infiltrate them to infiltrate the people from that niche. And you will now do that individually for every niche. So that is difficult work for anybody who wants to push a propaganda. But sorry, let me yawn. But to push a propaganda properly, you have to check something that everybody still uses. What does everybody still consume, even if it's once in a while? That thing is movies. Everybody still watches movies. At least most people, after they finish scrolling on all their different types of content, they will come back to a movie that is trending. You see the Achalugo and Odogu movie, nationwide trend. Even people who are not interested in movies, I don't like YouTube films. That is me. I keep saying I don't like YouTube movies. You will not, in my YouTube, you will not see them suggest one Nigerian movie to me. You can scroll from now till next year. You will not see a suggestion of one Nigerian movie on my YouTube. But I still managed to watch that movie on YouTube. I use guest mode on the TV. Anyway. So, if the government had a plan to push a propaganda, the best way to do it would be through the movies. Honestly, that is the reason why all these movie creators have such shallow storylines. You know, nobody is really coming to say, okay, I will pay you, run this thing, something that they've planned. If I was a billionaire or I was in the government with all these resources and power at my disposal, I can pay somebody very creative to come up with a captivating script that passes one particular message, that gets the audience to feel a particular way about something. You can make a movie that changes the perspective of Nigerians about Boko Haram. You can make a movie that changes the perspective of Nigerians about IPOB, about the president, about how they feel about their country. You can make a movie that changes that galvanizes people to have this togetherness, this us against them feeling that American people have. Oh, we are Americans, stand up for each other, that kind of thing. But we don't do that. We just let the movie industry run on its own. Anybody with a shallow script and a budget can just come up, make a movie, publish it on YouTube, and it's nonsense everywhere. Everybody just wants... It's even unrelatable these days. All of us that are poor and suffering, but all the movies are coming out is bling bling lifestyle. Like, what the fuck? Forgive me for cussing. But it's how superficial and fake it is really pisses me off. It's why I don't really bother to watch them. Right now, I'm watching an Alox video. 15 things poor people don't know about making money. That's what I'm watching around 11:26 in the night. And I've seen 2 Alox videos before this one. Alox is an app. They said Alox is where future billionaires come to get inspired. So it's an app that gives you access to coaching, to advice. I've never used Alox app. I just watch the content on my social media. I follow them on Instagram and I watch them on YouTube. And I've not had money to subscribe for the Alox app. It's $200 to subscribe. Oh, they don't know I'm an African boy. $200 is somebody's yearly income. It's not money that they see and subscribe for. But there's so much value by following them on social media that if I get that app, only God knows what I will use it and do. Honestly, if I get that app. Anyway, I'm working towards it. So, here's what the country can do. The movies that we are producing, if you want to get something out of the country, you want the nation to feel a particular way, use the movies. Government, use the movies. Use these top creators. Use the top creators and give them scripts. Pay them. Fund the movie. Let them just post it on their page. That's all. They don't even have to star in it. Or they can choose who stars in it so it doesn't seem, forced. They can choose who stars in it. But that's a way to get any kind of message the government wants to get. But here's the thing. This loophole is open for anybody with the funds to take it. If I wake up to have the funds of the Tony Elumelu, which is I know that is not how money works. But if I wake up to have $1 billion or $1 billion, my narrative is what I can push on to Nigerians, seeing that everybody likes to. I've seen these movies, 27 million views, 30 million views. Some of these movies in like a 6-month period, a movie would have gotten 30 million views if it trended well. Put a budget out for the marketing of this movie. Put a budget out for shooting this movie. Your storyline is there already with propaganda in it. 4 or 5 movies like that. What is your budget? 500 million naira. You put it down. Before you know, you have the whole country thinking one way. It's crazy how easy some of these things are if you have the funds to execute. So, that's what I was thinking about today. Tomorrow is time for me to go and document at my PPA. Collect the acceptance letter to begin with. And then go document at my new... Collect the acceptance letter at my new PPA, then document at the local government. And then work begins. And then I will actually have full days to gist to people about. These days, it's really nothing much. Apart from the event yesterday, today was Sunday. I didn't go to church. I was supposed to cook. I didn't cook. Still haven't told Kachi that I didn't cook. Because I went to the market and it was closed. The people who sell food stuff, they didn't open today, so I had to cook something else. I had to cook rice and beans. But that's that. Tomorrow we'll make that soup I wanted to make today. But that's been the podcast. If any of you guys become billionaires before me, I have agendas to push. Hit me up. We'll push agendas. And I put out what do they call this again? I put out a broadcast. The list, as you guys know, is already in the WhatsApp channel. So I put out a broadcast telling people, guests, if you have unique life experience or value to provide, if you have value to give, Good Living Podcast is open for you. Now that we have not blown, now that you send DM to Good Living Podcast, I will open it, I'll see it, I will reply. And I'll not even have any other one to reply to after your own. Now is the time to create a relationship, to come on the podcast, to send a message. Because time will come, especially when we start posting. Time will come. It's not that we will not respond, we will not see it. Anyway, I'm telling you this because it's something I am sure will happen. But I cannot amplify this any more than I'm doing it now. The message is going out to the internet. And anybody who cares to click on this audio, on this episode will see it. I share it to everybody. So that's that. Thank you very much, guys, for listening to the Good Living Podcast. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And we're going to wait this is going to be 19 seconds for it to be 12 minutes of the podcast on the dot, and then I can go to bed and plan my tomorrow, pick out my clothes and all of that. Have fun, guys. Have a great day. I love you.